that is a retro sound. Oh, I love hearing it every time. Hello, one and all. It is none other than the Black Shadow. He's back for another run. And this should prove very interesting. I mean... Oh, sounded a bit funny there. Yeah, I mean, I've done LPs. It's just sort of been a bit informative, you know, like your Final Fantasies, that sort of thing. I've done, you know, LPs to create an atmosphere, you know, like Silent Hill or remake, which you've just done. But this LP, not really meant for any of that. I think it's time we just let our hair down, have a bit of a laugh myself. Oh god, nice. I have so many memories of this game. I played it to death. No question of that. One of my favourite PS1 games. Although sadly I couldn't find my old data, which was a bit of a bummer. But it doesn't matter. You gonna load? There we go. Ignore the screen slightly changing there. That was deliberate. I had to change it slightly from my screen. But I welcome you to Worms World Party. And that's that little picture on the front there. Pretty much sums it all up. This game was never meant to be taken seriously. But what a brilliant game. Now, before we undertake anything, first I want to say quickly sorry that this video didn't get up yesterday. I was basically out the entire day, so there wasn't much I could do. But yes, there's a few things you can do straight away here, but there's something we have to do first. And some of you remember back to the Call to Arms update video? Yeah, a certain matter of creating a certain Black Shadow ink, which needs to be addressed. Now, we go into this menu here on the, I mean, you got like your options, stuff like that, which I've fiddled around with. Although actually, still gonna, I mean, if I want to fiddle around the speech bank properly a little bit. There's all sorts of different, they're not languages, but more sort of, well, sound banks, you know, still all spoken in English, because, you know, I've got the language set in English, but there's all sorts of different things here. I mean, you know, you might want sort of your standard stiff upper lip, sort of, your standard one, but I mean, you know, you got Scousers, Russians, kids, Irish, German, English, which I'm so tempted to put, but I am going to put it on. 007, you know, Angry Scots. I mean, you got lots of different types, and I'm going to probably put on a few of these as we go along. It's just no fun. Anyways, so Black Shadow ink. Now, yeah, as I said in the update video, I did ask you lot to give me you know, some suggestions for names of worms, because, you know, like I say, I'm a great believer in involving the audience as much as you physically can, and I thought it was a nice way of doing it. There's a few teams already here. Some of these are these first 6 are like sort of teams to be controlled by humans, whereas all the rest of these teams down here, these 5 are they're AI controlled. Just so you know. But yeah, so if we come into this menu, there's all sorts of pieces. You know, some of this you may not know what it is, but we'll get to them in the end. So, first thing we're going to do is the team name. And I was tempted to do this off screen, but, you know, I like the music too much, so, you know, you have to put up with it. Black. That's a space, believe it or not. And I know this will fit, because, well, it should fit. I hope it will. Because, like I said, well, I couldn't find my old data, which really annoyed me. You know, because I had my own team on this and all sorts of things, and, you know, it did really well. The only thing that does sadden me a bit, I suppose, in a way, is that there isn't really a huge amount of stats as such. I mean, I remember in Worms Armageddon, which I actually do have as well, you could get a lot more stats, actually, for your team, which I quite like to have. And also, by the way, all these question marks, they're just, well, you say, random names. You've got like forts, which there's a mode on this sort of fort battle where it's like you have 2 teams. You know, don't fight on a preset map. You fight sort of between forts and that sort of thing, put on sides. There's a few bits and bobs here. I think do you unlock a couple more as you go along? I think so. Yes, that is a chicken. I'll go for that one because I can. It probably won't matter too much. human controlled or computer skill level. I say you can either have human control, or you can have it played with a computer up to a skill level between 1 and 5. 5 being the most lethal, and they are pretty damn good. Our level 5 teams, they are really good sometimes. But we want this to be human, of course. Gravestones, of course. You know, if you're going to go to war, you've got to have a good gravestone. And there's a few for this. We've got like the Burning Man by the looks of it. We've got an eyeball. Is that a Celtic helmet? We've got some blue gravestoney thing, a red gravestoney thing. Reminds me of reminds me of a game that actually. I forget which one it is. Was it Rhaegar? I think it was. I had like sort of almost currency or something like that. It looked a bit like that. Any pyramid? I don't know if to go for this one, sort of the torch or the blue wavy stone. I'm gonna go for the torch. Yeah. Special weapons. Yeah, every team is allowed a special weapon in inclusion to whatever arsenal you get given to. At least on normal fights you do. And well, there's lots of different weapons. I mean, that is a cow. You've got that is the holy hand grenade. Yeah, straight out of Monty Python. You know, count to 3, not 4 or 2, or I forget how that verse goes. I was supposed to check it before this LP started, but let myself look clever. God damn it. We got also the super sheep. It's a mole. Don't know why you'd have that as a special weapon. Really, it's not that great. The old granny, homing pigeons, and that is a sheep. Well, that's actually a sheep launched out of a cannon. Just for the you know. But we're going to be having this one, the Holy Hand Grenade, because it's absolutely glorious. Now, anyways, worm names, what I've been avoiding, just to try and build some kind of suspense, which I don't know if this worked. So the first one, obviously, I said was me, and, yeah, why not? We'll put in, I'm not going to put in, like, no, 993 or anything, but I'll put in Black Shadow. I was only just put in Shadow, but I'm not going to because of some of the other names I'm going to be using for this. Got a few suggestions actually, which I was happy with. There's 8. There it is. No. Oh, Black Shawl. Yeah, Black Shawl. Oh my god. Bad enough you on. Oh, yeah. Some of you probably don't have a clue what I'm talking about, but you will do soon, I can assure you. So first up is going to be Black Shadow. Worm number 2, it was suggested by Herotura, and on looking at it, I can't help but resist it, folks. It would be heinous not to do it, and if you want to give me flack for using this name, then by all means do so. But I can't help it. I swear, it's a good thing I'm not a woman, because I would be stalking him. Although perhaps even if I wasn't a woman, I'd probably still be stalking him. That's not a good thing. But it has to be Barry. Sadly, you can't get magnums in this game, but, well, we can find alternatives for that. The third worm, name at least, was actually suggested by Ziggy, actually. A name which, you know, he said was a bit of an inside joke, although he hasn't disclosed why, but I said, you know, it's up to him if he ever wants to disclose what's actually up with that. I mean, who knows? But another request was that I called one of the worms the Prince. Apparently that's an inside joke, but I'm willing to go with it. You know, that's fine with me. You know, like I say, he might have a go at it, he might not. Tell us, damn it! And the fourth worm, I was not sure what to do with it. But it's gonna be, yeah, I think I know what it's gonna be. It's just trying to name it. I've been sitting down thinking, how do I actually name it? It's almost a bit of an inside joke between, no, for myself. Not really an inside joke, well, it sort of is. But that, and also to note, because, you know, obviously, as you may or may not have guessed, I am obviously a fanatic of Resident Evil, at least the older ones. The new ones, I'm not so sure. I mean, Resident Evil 6 has only just come out, but no, I'll tell you now, folks, I do not own it. I currently do not own it, and I have no idea when I will. So I cannot even remotely start talking about it, because I don't know. I honestly don't. But partially because it is a bit of a sort of an in-joke with well, it is actually with me and Heritor actually, and also because I'm a fan of the character, and I'm always been disappointed that she never got more showtime in the series. I mean, I've said it before. It's disappointing. She was in Resident Evil 2, and then came up in Code Veronica. Then, well, as far as Claire being Claire sort of concerned, she came up in, I believe, was it Degeneration? Not a game, the film, and then I know she then came up in one of the the proper Resident Evil films, not the CG ones, but I don't count it. It doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. It's not the same. And you have also got this here, the bioweapons for your team, but I'm not going to worry about that because that currently does not matter. And also, I am conscious that I've already spent 10 minutes in this video and we haven't even done anything yet. So we'll get to that another day. But there it is, folks, right there. Black Shadow Incorporated. I shall incorporate you all. Now, well, I'll show it off, folks, as far as single player is concerned. There's a few things you can actually do. I mean, you can just do a quick game at computer, which I don't like doing. You got training, which is, I'll quickly show you. Oh, damn it, game, I didn't think you'd do this. Where it's got like various bits of training for practicing certain weapons, and I might show some. I might show some of it off. Just to give you, but I don't really. I might show a couple of these off. Especially if people ask me stuff like, it'd be nice to give you an idea of what some of the things do. Like, so that, for example, I'd probably do just to show off what the Super Sheep actually is. I'm sure you understand how an Uzi works. It's fairly simple. And some of these actually are quite hard. Remember, I spent ages on that. Good God. But I'm probably not going to show many of those off. The sort of the meat of the game. There's two bits of meat of the game. You've got the missions menu, which is sort of a campaign, but it's not a case of constantly having fights. That's another mode. This is all about. Say if I just put in Black Shadow link here. A variety of missions doing a variety of things. Really, I mean, like there, that's a matter of just getting hold of some cargo. But the ship's flooding apparently, so that's not very good. And there's all sorts of missions of that, and I'll be showing. Doing plenty of those. I forget what's in the time attack menu. I really do. Oh yeah, this is like sort of little bonus missions. Yeah, you got to do things in as quickly as you can. So you see, like here, collect the crate in the fastest time you can manage. Time attack mode can be completed in as short an amount as 15 seconds. And if you look around these, you've got killing worms, destroying targets. All sorts of things. That 20 worms, 15 seconds, 35. All sorts of things here. Correct the crates and that sort of thing. There's all sorts of bits and bobs. But I probably won't be showing many of those off. I was never a huge fan of them, but I might, like I say. The idea of this LP, folks, is if you ever have a suggestion, even during the LP, of something you want me to do, or to try and show off, then let me know and I will go ahead and do it. This I say this isn't about. I don't have a clear structure to this. This is just largely a bit of fun, really, while we're doing Final Fantasy VIII. But this is an interesting one. This the deathmatch game mode. It's a mere case you get a team. And what you've got to do is, you take on enemy teams, and as you go along, you will gradually be able to, you do fights, and as you go on, you get, harder and harder fights, and you try and go as far as you physically can. Not only will their amount of worms increase, but also the skill level, and that sort of thing. So like I say there, it's very easy. Although and all that sort of thing, which is quite fun. And I might show a few of those fights off, but not straight away, because straight away it's really easy. Show off maybe some of the later ones. I might record a few and show off the really good ones. But I'm not going to start with that, folks. We're going to start with just a bit of fun, and also for those of you who haven't necessarily well, I'm not supposed to say I haven't seen a Worms game. I'm sure most of you have, but you know, just to bring a bit of nostalgia back, because you know, you might have seen, like I say, the 3D games. I'm not a big fan of them. I don't really like them. No, that's just me. And this was the last Worms game that ever came out for like the that was 2D for quite a while, for about 3-4 years or something like that. And besides, we need to blood our new team. But anyways, we need to get them into the thick of it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to choose a map, which I absolutely always loved about this game. You've got a variety of preset terrains. Whoops. And you can actually unlock more as you go through the missions. You can unlock various other ones, like actual mission levels you can use for multiplayer maps. But you also had this here, these sort of 8 boxes, which are of a variety of land styles. Like you've got this one here, it's like a big land mass. This has got like 2 big islands, but then this is like a small land mass, and you know, and a variety of different ones. You've got like indoor maps. You know, that's a big cavern. These are tunnels. You know, a cavern, but you know, you can go through to the water. One big sort of cave sort of thing with water on both end screens on both sides. And if you could do is, which I really liked, is if you could literally get the game to just generate a completely and utterly random map, completely and utterly random, which I thought was brilliant. And you can set the amount of bridges that are involved, the amount of objects, and even set the textures. You know, this game is all about customizability. Is that a word? Well, it's creative, really. You can make anything, whatever the hell you want. You know, it was a load of fun. And actually, I like that map. Yeah, I like that. And we're just gonna do a game. You know, just to do it. I mean, even the game schemes. There's all sorts of different game schemes, and custom. No, you can customize, make your own scheme of weapons, the amount of power they do, how often they appear, all sorts of things. You know, it's fantastic the amount of stuff you can do. So good. And then you've also got this here, the sort of the jackpots. I can't remember what it's called, which really bugs me. I've been forgetting for ages what it's called. I think, is it the worm pot? I think it is. But the idea of this is that you can is to add even more further, modifiers to the games. Like, if you want to, you could have a game, but you can set everything to low gravity. You could have it so that there's double damage. And you can have it that falls really hurt. So if you get sent to the sky, you will die. And all sorts of things here. And it's what I always loved about this game. That, the sheer amount of ways you could customize the game was fantastic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in Black Shadow Ink. And we're also gonna throw in a couple of AI teams as well, just to keep things interesting. We'll bring in Kilburn Deluxe with skill 2. We have a couple of humans and a couple of AI. We bring in... we'll put in Brucey's heroes, and we'll put in... say Gibson. Ooh, there are 5. No, I don't want a 5. Not today. Get rid of them. I want a 4. I don't know who the 4 is. Is it Jeg? Yes, Jeg. One thing you can also do as well... Yeah, you can do all sorts of things. You can use left and right to change the amount of worms in a team. You can press the square button, so you can actually say have these two teams allied, as a team. And you can also press the circle button to choose whether the worms have a health boost or a health decrease from the start, which is pretty damn cool. We've got turn times, we've got the amount of time around. You get the idea, folks. The amount you can do is fantastic. 15 minutes. Say 30 seconds a turn, that's pretty fine. And yeah, that's pretty good, folks. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's have some fun. That's the idea of it, folks. And I said in the next videos I'll start doing some of the missions, but I don't want to do just missions. I'll probably intersperse it with various other maybe random games or maybe the deathmatch, all sorts of things. It's the idea. Yes, it's a side LP, but everything else. Alrighty, so let's have a look at our map here. I ain't got a lot of time here. And you can see, yeah, that's how we stand, folks. So let's get down here. Now you have a wide variety of weapons here, folks. I mean, big variety. The weapon you will be using the most, though, is this, the Bazooka. which, well, if you hold the fire button, for most weapons, there's like an actual power meter, which, you know, obviously, if people have played Worms know, but in case you haven't, I will go through it. And if you hold it down, gradually your shot will become more powerful, so we can go further, and that was a poor shot. That was actually pathetic. Although you also notice at the bottom right, you'll notice there's like that little bar there. That's like the black line. You've got a red going down one side. You can also get blue on the other. That's called like the wind meter. Well, it's like a wind meter. And a lot of weapons in this game, like bazookas included, are actually really affected by the wind. So if the wind's really blowing one direction, it will force the your weapons to go that direction. You know, bazooka shots. There's a few other weapons that do that as well. Not like grenades or anything. Now let's see what Kilburn Deluxe have got up their sleeves. There's Bruce Deluxe. Now, what's he up to? Well, this is the AI control. This ain't me. That wasn't very nice. He was right in front of you and you go for me. A revenge. It does Bruce. For Bruce's heroes, right. Now you can also see it littered around the map with these little green things with red tops. Those are mines. And this is an oil drum. I'm sure I don't need to explain the concept of mines and oil drums.
You'll regret that.
I love the voices, it's so amazing. But yeah, also when you do fire as well, you do get a couple seconds on some of the game modes. You have a couple seconds to retreat. Now it is an artillery strategy game, really, but you do have a retreat time, as it's called. But there is like options where you can remove retreat time, and you can also jump with your worms.
Hurry.
Yeah, you better hurry. Ow!
Ow.
Just shot me with a shotgun. Your shotgun only gets a couple shots, but he won't be able to hit him again. Because he'd shoot himself. Barry! Right, so there's all sorts of things. I will show off many of these as we go along. You got dynamite, all sorts of things. I'll show off the grenade next. Yeah, you can change the fuse between 1 and 5 seconds. You can also change how much it bounces. But what we can do is we can just lob it over. There we go. Goodbye.
I'll get you.
Oh man, it's the nostalgia of it all. Oh dear, this could. I have a bad feeling for Claire. Have I spelt Claire right? Yeah, I've spelled it right. I was like, I've spelled it right. My God. If I knew the hour were going to be like this, I would have given them a few more seconds. They're going to take ages. I'm going to put them at 45. New. Ooh, see, notice how the wind took it back there? Gotta really pay attention to that. It's Bruce Deluxe! You know, does Bruce isn't enough, we've got Bruce Deluxe. Yeah, you can lay mines of your own, but it has to be a favourite of the series. Dynamite! Run away! Very effective. It's Snake. Oh. I was about to say, is that the same Snake from The Simpsons? Bye. No, I didn't know the. I haven't played for at least the AI. Huh. Yeah, he just teleported there. It is that one there. You can teleport in this game, which is quite handy. What might be best option here? Tell you what, if we get Prince, use an Uzi. You got a variety of firearms. Handgun's not that great. Shotgun, fires to 2 shots, does a fair amount of damage. But the Uzi's not necessarily the most damaging, but its effect, its real use, is pushing. Like that. Very, very handy. Log. What kind of name is that? Log. Might as well call him Sticks. Ow!
You'll regret that.
Ow! That was harsh. Yeah, you got 4 actual different types of jumps here, and with either pressing, well, for me it's triangle and circle, or you can double press it, and you've got 2 alternate jumps. Just so you know. Yeah. Usually you find Barry's probably on the other side of the shotgun. Although, since when did he ever use shotguns? he doesn't need a shotgun.
Revenge.
Ah, health crate there. That might not be too bad getting hold of. Now, Jig isn't in too bad a position here, because they've all sort of basically grouped up in one corner of the map, which is always nice. I mean, you know, a lot of Black Shadow Inc. are on the left side. Alright, a lot of Brucey's are down the bottom right, but I wouldn't be on the bottom. I'd much rather be on the top. And Kilburn is sort of just a bit separated here. Now, who is he shooting for?
Hurry.
Whoever it was, it didn't work.
Boring.
I don't remember the hour being this slow, I must admit.
Yep, sir.
It's Claire! She's a woman on a mission! Can we get out of here? Yes, we can! What to do? Oh, I know what we can do. Oh, actually, no, can we? I have an idea. What we'll do... Jump... No. We jump up here...
Whoop, hurry.
and just fire a shotgun down. Now, she should be a bit more used to firing one of those. I'll just hide in the corner.
Just you wait.
Damn, he's not dead. Well, it can only do a maximum 25 damage a shot. Now, all weapons have a maximum damage they can do, and obviously they get affected by, when you have, like, especially with big blasts, obviously the further away from the blast, less damage you're going to take, unless you're going to be pushed, sort of thing. Are you crazy? I think Joe's dead. He's dead. Ow! He's pushing up the daisies. And Black Shadow Inc. is in a spot of bother here. I wonder, could we get the shotgun through the 2 bridges? Yeah, we can!
Just you wait.
Passport plans the next move. Very funny game. Very funny. Now, what's he up to here?
Watch this. Run away. Just you wait.
That was pretty effective, actually. Ooh, that's nice work. That's good for the prince. But he ain't coming. He ain't coming in for another couple turns. Now, what do we want to do here? We got so many weapons. No, a lot. Well, mainly you got these lots of weapons. Then you start getting to sort of items and resources. So what we'll do, if we just throw away, I think we're probably best off. We'll throw a cluster bomb over, actually.
Watch this.
There we go.
Just you wait.
Some people are not a big fan of the cluster bomb, and generally I'm not a big fan of it. But I want to show it off. A bit like, it's a lot of like you got like the grenade. The cluster bomb does that. The actual grenade itself doesn't really do any damage. It's obviously the cluster that do damage. It's a bit like the mortar you can get. The damage is done by the bomblets that come from the mortar, not the mortar. That was the fire punch right there. Anyway, a melee weapon does 30 damage, so I'm afraid Bruce Deluxe is he's a goner. And Mickey's managed to hurt himself with the blast. Oh dear. This could be bad news for Silk. This could be bad news for Silk. We put 5 seconds in. And run. Oh, I've set off the mine! And Silk's gone a long way. Bruce is going to be a bit hurt, but Silk's dead. He's fallen down. Oh, I've given Boiled Egg the crate. Damn it! The snake might just come down and grab it himself. Well, that's a bit of a change. And there's a few supplies going on down there. Right. I think. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Just you wait.
Still going. Here comes Log, who's yet to take any damage. I think he's the only worm that's not taking any damage. Prince isn't doing too badly. Oh, Oddbod's not taking damage. Now, surely this is going to be a grenade. Surely. Unless he's got other plans.
Watch this.
Wow! That's pretty impressive, that. That's a good shot.
You'll regret that.
That means we can't really get up to get our items easily. Which isn't so good. Right, so if we say shotgun passport, that should be him dead.
Revenge.
Oh, really, game? Oh, that's very disappointing. Very disappointing. Well, he's a goner.
Revenge. Bye-bye.
Passport deserved it. And just as a word of warning, folks, stay away from the water. It doesn't end well. Well, Boiled Egg has got hold of that crate. What it is, we don't know. We have no idea what on earth he's picked up there. Could be anything. You know, it could just be you know, it could be well, anything. Could be a mortar. Could be literally anything. Could be one of the could be one of the most powerful weapons of the game. Right, now the Prince, I want him to get up there. Let me introduce you to one of the most useful things ever invented in a Worms game, the ninja rope. This is an awesome, awesome tool. Especially because you can swing it round if you're very clever. Oh, I was too low. I was trying to get the crate and I failed. Oh, and Claire's in trouble. Oh, I have a bad feeling. Oh, I think she's okay. She might be wishing she'd stayed in Raccoon City, but she's okay. Well, here comes Oddbod, who's in not a bad position here. Can we get up there? Nope. Yeah, it's not a great place to show off the homing missile. Bazooka's not going to work, so it's going to be affected by the wind. We'll throw a grenade up.
Watch this.
Ooh, nearly overthrew that. Nearly overthrew it. Oh, no, he's down. If he's not dead, that could be bad news for Bruce's heroes. Now, Snake is up in the top left corner. He's pretty safe up there, actually, so it'll be interesting to see what he does here. He's just going to skip his go. Alright, Claire. Bottom of the 9th. I see. Let's see if we can't get her some health. Will it stretch that far? No, but she can do that. We've got an old woman. Ah, that might have to do. I think she'll be okay up there. I hope. Let me introduce you to another weapon. The sheep. Bounce the other way. Oh, God. Oh, it jumps across gaps and that, but it is a deadly weapon. Come on! Run along, little fella! Makes a big bang.
You'll regret that.
But it's very hard to control. You can't control when or where it jumps. It just jumps across, like if there's a gap. Once it gets to like an end, it will just turn around on itself. But very powerful if used correctly. Now, what is he up to? Is he going for Barry? Damn!
Yes, sir.
As Bruce boldly steps up, like the true hero that he obviously is. Can we get this grenade in? This isn't an easy throw. Well, I better not detonate the... No, it hasn't detonated. I was worried. That old barrel is dangerous there.
Oh dear.
Boiled egg is no more. He's been scrambled. Please leave Claire alone. She never did anything to you. I don't even think she even fought any snakes. I tell you, he went for it. Bugger.
Yes, sir.
Here we go. The Black Shadow is going to boldly step up and introduce you to easily my favourite weapon in Worms history. The Holy Hand Grenade, you'll notice, has no fuse because it detonates once it stops moving, and when you throw it, well, it has a fuse, but run. Big bang! Log couldn't swim, and Mickey has slipped off the hook. Dangerous weapon is the Holy Hand Grenade, and it is very bad when if you throw it and it lands next to you. Yeah, man, pray you have some health. That can do up to, what was it, 65 damage?
What the?
Barry, no!
I'll get you.
Yeah, that is dangerous down there.
Yes,
It's
sir.
like a big cavern. Coops is next to step up here. Now, Bruceys are in a nice position here. They're all on one side, so this should work out pretty nicely. Jump over. There we go. I wonder, could I get this... I have an idea. Could I get this to bounce off the top? No. No, that didn't work. That failed miserably. It's all part and parcel of it, folks. Oh, leave Claire alone. She's just sitting there with 2 health. I think this could be the end of her. No! Live!
You'll regret
No! God damn! I will have my revenge. I swear to God. Actually, I think let's get out of here, folks. That is not a safe place to be. But where do you go? It's not really anywhere that's particularly safe. So we'll go up there. That might not be too bad a place. Tony hatches a master plan. Is that so? Well, he better hatch a master plan because Kilburn are dead last, and you know, they need a miracle here. Obviously, attempting to attack someone.
Yes, sir.
Alright, old Bod's next. Still with 100 health, I think. That's a tough shot, that. I don't think... Is that doable? It's tough.
Watch this.
Nah. There was a bit more wind. You might have been able to arc it round the bridge, but... not to be.
Coward.
Snake's just gonna take it easy. Alrighty, the prince is up next. Now this is a real good fun sort of useful weapon. This the jetpack only has a limited number of units of fuel, but is a very handy tool nonetheless. Grab the health, and we shall get revenge for Miss Redfield. But I don't think that's enough.
I'll get you.
No, he's going to get another crack at us. Yeah, you notice that their time is ticking away. That sort of 15-minute time limit that I set, starting to draw a bit close to its end. He's going for Shadow! Man!
Yes, sir.
'Tis does Bruce! Ooh, it's hard. Problem is, it's difficult to shoot. There's a mine sitting up there. That's actually where I've put. Actually, where Barry's is a pretty good place. It's worked out. Oh, I can't get up there. Yes, I can.
Watch this.
Oh God! Ooh, how is Oddbod not dead? How much lower have you got to be to go in the water? There must be like a snicker, like a pixel down there of ground keeping him alive. Oh, Prince is in a bit of trouble here. No, that will not improve his life chances. I'm assuming he can get a second shot off from up there. Yeah. And that health that Prince has got suddenly has just vanished. I should really have put the time at 45. Alrighty, Shadow. Let's grab us some... No. No, get up there. Somersault your way to victory. And actually, I'm going to have to ninja rope this. I don't think I can jump that. What do we got in there? Parachute. That's not very good. Damn it. I think Prince might get taken out here, I'm afraid, because problem is that we've got because Shadow Ink's got free worms, but Snake's on his own, so he'll keep taking the turn himself, whereas the turns between Black Shadow Ink have to be cycled, so it'll be Burton next, or Barry I should say. So that's a bit of a problem. That one of the downsides of having a lot of worms is that you can't cycle your turns necessarily effectively. No, or at least you can't have the same person doing it every time. Now Oddbod somehow has stayed out of the drink. No, that's not worked either. This bridge is quite a nice little defence, that. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ziggy, but I think your Prince is about to take a dive. Yeah. It's all over. He didn't make it. And that's because basically you have to fire a second shot. You can't fire one and not the other. Alrighty, Barry. Actually, I might use a parachute here because if you fall too far, you will take damage. So like a parachute, oh no, we were okay. Or bungee. Or the bungee here means no, you should be protected from damage. Oh, this is tough. This could be really good if I get this right. That wasn't a bad crack at it, actually. Oh, Daz Bruce is gone. That was a bit lucky. Yeah, you notice how the wind can change just suddenly. Tony's going to take it easy. leaves Oddbod the opportunity to try and get some revenge on Barry, but it's going to be difficult. The wind's going the wrong direction, and not sure we'll be able to get him. Actually, that's not easy. Don't think we can. I don't think I can get him. Unless... Nah. See if I couldn't, like, fire the mine across or something. Well, that was a poor attempt. But Bruce's heroes are still in the lead, but only the one worm, so... That could all be gone in an instant with a big enough bang. Snake obviously didn't like the idea of that health kit being there, someone else using it. Must figure, you know, if I ain't getting it, then no one else is. Time's over, folks! It's sudden death! Everyone's health get reduced to 1, and the water level will start to rise. Advice: get as high as you physically can. Is he on it? Yeah. You'll notice here, watch the water. Yeah. I might turn the music up actually in the next video. What are you doing? You idiot, there's a branch in your way! Killer Deluxe have just thrown this away. They are MIA. That was... He's thrown that away. That was poor. There goes another gravestone. Oddbod's in a bit of trouble here. We gotta get up nice and high. There's a high point, that'll do. Oh, did I get on that properly? It's not great. There goes a mine. That won't be troubling anyone. Snake will plan the next move. Now, what's he... Now, Snake's in a nice position here, because he's got... You know, he's got some good height, but he's also got some clear room in front of him. Ooh. There's another gravestone. Alright, Barry. I tell you what, actually, Barry, this is an opportunity. Oddbod did not land where he wanted. This could be take out Bruce's heroes. And Oddbod's a goner! He's in the drink! That was a good shot. Fatality! The wrong game. Now, Snake could have another crack here at Shadow. Tell you what, he certainly tried. That was an interesting decision. All you've got to do, just 1 point of damage is all you need. But I don't like how he could perhaps get a shot. So what I'm going to do... Oh, this is dangerous. Jump onto that. Really useful item is the blowtorch. Allows you to dig holes and like tunnels and all that sort of thing. Very handy little tool that you play this game, you will use that a lot. And it can also be used as an offensive weapon as well. But we need to get away from Snake because he's the aggressor here. He's got the advantage. We need to give us an opportunity and then make most of it. Please try and take shots at Barry here. He's not dumb. And I was hoping him to try and shoot through that hole again so I could then have at him, but he's not being an idiot. Right, if we use the jetpack, get nice and high, or high enough, and we're going to start burying upwards as well, I think. Gotta get away from that water. That also links these two up, which is quite a handy little thing. No! Oh, goddamn! I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I'm gonna throw this away. It's down to Shadow and Snake. It's a one-on-one. The water's getting higher. I've just got to wait this out. I can't afford to. I tell you what we are going to do, though. The girder. Sure, you know what a girder is. I love the little construction hat they get as well. You can use this to, no, and you can place a girders like on the map. What we're going to do, if we place it like so, we can walk on that and try and see if we can't get ourselves even higher. Well, that water is getting pretty close. Snake may want to consider, you know, trying to get away from it a bit. It's covered about half the map. I can barely move the camera up or down. No, Snake's going to continue his rocket barrage. But I refuse to attack and give him the opportunity. I refuse. And what we can do, if we put this, say, like... there. No. It's hard to do these fine. That was a poor good. That was rubbish. I did not mean to be that low. Oh, is he going to continue onwards? He is continuing onwards. I'm just going to wait for the opportunity and then we shall strike. That is the trick here. Yes, I have hatched a master plan. What I am going to do, actually... just going to shoot that out. Just shoot it out of the way. Just so I can try jumping across when the opportunity arises. Oh, that's a lot of use. The Snake's got the wind on his side. I tell you what, I think he's got the advantage in a way, but I've now got the height advantage, so he, in a way, needs to kill me. Because I can get higher than he does. So I can just wait this out. My god, this is getting very high here. I saw him taking that shot. My eyes lit up there. I thought, is that going to give me the opening? But no, he shot that. Bye, Mr. Box. We'll never know what was in that. Come on. Oh, Snake's got to get higher here. He has to get higher. He's not going higher. Are you insane? He doesn't understand the concept of this. Idiot! Down he goes. What a way to go. Jaggers are gonna. And Black Shadow Incorporated have won their first ever match, but by the skin of their teeth. And I mean by the skin of their teeth. Here we go. 33 minutes. That took a bit longer than I thought it would. Best shot of the round goes to Black Shadow, who's also got the most kills. Most boring one was Snake. Although we were the most boring team. That's disappointing. Oh, we're the most boring team. How dare you call Barry and Claire and Shadow and Prince boring? You suck. But there we go, folks. So first fight for Black Shadow Inc. and they've won. And there is a stats page actually. If I bring up Black Shadow Inc. You can edit the details, but you can also view their performance. I'll show this off because I can before I end this video. So you see, you've got all the different. Whoops! You've got all the different missions here. 45 different missions. There is a fair amount, folks, and they're fairly easy for a while. But once you start getting into like, I'm trying to think what my original my original file, how far I got. I got to Stairway to Armageddon. I never got any further than that. Because that is a much harder thing than you think it is, folks. That is really hard. But there we go, folks. See, games 1-1. Hopefully that would stay that way going, but I don't think it will. It's not gonna last, folks. It cannot last. Got 5 kills to 3 deaths, which isn't too bad going. But yeah. So I'm gonna call it a video, folks, and I'll save it as well while I'm here. Why not? So yeah, like I said, folks, the idea of this, folks, is that it's, you know, I don't have a huge amount of structure to this. It's just about having a bit of fun. I still want to, you know, show you. I still want to show the missions. I'll start with some of the missions in the next video, folks. But you know, I say it's all about having a bit of fun, really, having a good laugh. You know, leave the serious business to Final Fantasy VIII. But anyways, folks, I will call that. So I thank you for watching this first episode of Worms, even though this has gone on for nearly an hour. I cannot believe this has been an hour-long video. My God, like, that is ridiculous. Well, anyways, folks, so you know, thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you next time. Ta-ra!